I'm Eric Pauly from the Gold Sheet, and I have a best bet as well as a prop bet for the Jazz Timberwolves game tonight in Utah. So, like I mentioned, Friday night these two teams just played. The Timberwolves picked up a win in the cover. The game went under the total. And looking at tonight's matchup, the spread is set exactly the same at 7.5 points, but the total is just 2 points lower. And considering that it went under, that makes a lot of sense. Anthony Edwards put up 31 for the Wolves, and the Jazz, without Lauri Markkanen and Jordan Clarkson, 3-7 straight up in their last 10, going just 5-5 against the spread. But the good thing for Utah is that Markkanen may play tonight. He's a huge presence for them, not only in the paint, but obviously as a big that could stretch the floor and shoot the three. So having Markkanen in the lineup would be good for Utah, but he is still questionable game time decision at this point. Now, all three times these teams faced off this year, the Jazz lost by double digits to Minnesota. And it's kind of hard to see that changing in this matchup. I mean, the Wolves are third in the NBA in net rating. And with Towns out, they're 3-2 straight up. So it's not like they really regressed all too much. Anthony Edwards is carrying a ton of the load. And Utah, 23rd net rating this season, struggling without Clarkson and Markkanen, two of their premier scorers and just premier players. And even though Utah won the rebound, points in the paint, and free throw battle in Utah on Friday night, what killed them was shooting 23% from three-point land. But even if they do shoot better, this is a team in Minnesota that is better at defending and scoring in the paint than they showed in that last matchup. The Jazz also allow a ton of three-pointers, which will lead me into my prop. But we do like the Timberwolves to win and cover. Now, before I get into a player prop, I want to remind everybody, WT.buzz/TGS, promo code GSTV50 for 50% off your first edition of the Gold Sheet Light, which is a breakdown of every NBA game on the slate, as well as some marquee college basketball games with March Madness right around the corner. But the best prop that I have for tonight is Anthony Edwards over 2.5 3-pointers made. Now, it's a little juicy, but the juice should be worth the squeeze as Edwards knocked down 5 triples against the Jazz on Friday night. And this season, without Karl-Anthony Towns, he's cleared this number in 57% of those games. Now, Utah, 27th in the NBA in points allowed at 120.7, and they're 27th in three-point attempts allowed on defense, meaning that teams love to shoot the ball beyond the arc, and we saw that directly in that matchup on Friday night. Edwards averaging 8.6 three-point attempts without Towns and 2.7 makes, so it's a great matchup for Edwards. He has the volume, and also he has cleared this number against Utah in a bunch of their matchups against the Jazz. So there you have it. Timberwolves against the spread, sweeping the season series against the Jazz, as well as Anthony Edwards over 2.5 3-pointers made. Again, promo code GSTV50. Go to WT.buzz/TGS to get the Gold Sheet Light breakdown of every NBA game, as well as marquee college basketball games with the tourney around the corner. I'm Eric Pauly from the Gold Sheet. I'll see you guys next time.